Welcome back to another episode of OTT Sports. I'm Michael Broughton.
I'm Mark Pattis.
And Mark, today I think we really need to discuss something that to me has been a bit of a bugbear for me the last week. So when the pandemic started, I always felt like, there's going to be structural change to sport. We're going to uncover some of the cracks because there's going to be, no fans coming into stadiums, question marks on sponsorship deals, TV deals, and the like. I think for me, what I found really fascinating was that Premiership Rugby came out with, we're going to pause the most important thing about our sport, promotion, relegation. The angst of fans, on the last day sitting there going, am I in the championship next year? Broadcasters love this stuff. Fans, I guess we love it because on the other side of it, you've got promotion. It's almost more exciting than winning a title itself in that sense. This feels like Pandora's box opening though, right? Because yes, it's happening in rugby. It is a big sport, but it's not football. Mm-hmm. Could it impact football? Could we see it happen there because the numbers are even bigger and pandemic has impacted football? It hasn't just impacted rugby. I don't know, Mark. I mean, I'd love to get somebody who's not right in it and who doesn't suffer from promotion relegation, even though you were at your time at Roma, thankfully away from the relegation side of things. What's your take on it?
Well, I think you're right with the idea that that for the history of these sports, right? We've had changes that can't do it, and then you have something like a pandemic hit, and now it's like hell yeah, we can do it if we need to, and we see a situation where the financial stresses on the industry as a whole and on individual sports in particular are really hitting home right now. We're in the second season of the pandemic. There is somewhat of an end in sight, we think, but what does that mean? When are we going to return to full stadium and so forth? How's it going to impact future media deals? So clearly there are some financial pressures going on. The Premiership felt that it needed to do this. And yeah, you're right. Where's the outcry? Or at least where is the framed conversation that says, hey, let's just make sure this is only 1 year? It seems to be absent right now. I mean, there's no question, Michael, that closed leagues end up at a team level, collectively of all the teams in the league itself, at a higher value because they don't suffer the losses of, quality from relegation each year, quality franchises, quality players, et cetera, that drop down, right? And I understand this promotion, but you're dragging somebody up. It's a different thing, right? And so what we're seeing now really is, okay, let's take a year and let's admit that. Let's say that we need to conserve all the value we have. And that's kind of a startling admission.
Right. And I think actually, I really love that. One, terrifying the way we now, kind of relaxedly talk, pandemic hit, we've been with it for 9 months now. But I think people should think about the concept also of long COVID for industries, right? Not just, this thing that might happen to an individual, but, what is the longer term impact for all sports on this? Will other sports review their structure? Will they sit there and say, actually, yeah, if we get rid of promotion relegation, I can invest in my stadium more. Right. I can actually pay the players more at the top level, right? Which maybe the unions will be sat there saying, oh, there's a question mark here. Like, who are we representing? The top, the bottom, the middle, where does it all fit in? And I think it's the beginning of the conversation. It will be very interesting in 12 months' time to revisit Premiership Rugby and have another chat and go, so did it carry on? And look at other sports. Does CVC and volleyball change the format there with their investment in that sport? I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's going to be an interesting time to watch.
I think we may not see the wholesale change of, say, elimination of relegation promotion, but that system hasn't been updated in decades. And the reality is that the scope and the scale of media deals today, the types of commerce, the length of time for supply chains, for kit deals and licensing, there is an opportunity to update the relegation and promotion scheme, maybe make it multiple season, maybe it's a running 3-season point total or something along those lines to provide more stability for both leagues, the top league and the second one. and the teams in between them. So, you know, that's a topic, Michael, we're probably gonna have to tackle at another time when we go over the top.
Yeah, and most likely again in 12 months. So look, come join us at our weekly clubhouse, follow us on our YouTube channel, but always check us out on OTT Sports. Great to have you.